Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Grieving Nurse podcast. And today we are going to talk about social media and after your loved one passes away. So I apologize ahead of time. My voice is a little raspy and hoarse. I've been sick all week. But I wanted to do this episode. I've been thinking about this one for a while and I kind of keep forgetting to do it. But a lot of times that now when somebody dies, we have social media to deal with maybe their Facebook page, or if they had an Instagram, or even their email account. And those are things that we may or may not think of, right? And a lot of things are, one thing that kind of surprised me was like subscriptions, um, that just come automatically on somebody's credit card. Like you don't think about that until all of a sudden it's like my sister was like the person in charge of the finances, and it's like, oh, there's a reoccurring payment every month for this. Like we should cancel that. And a lot of companies, it's not easy to cancel things. It is very hard. You have to kind of go through hoops to cancel things. And so, what I think is helpful, or what's helpful for me at least, is to write down all the things, right? If you get somebody's credit card statement or get access to their account online, like look at the reoccurring things and then write it all down so then you can go check, yep, we canceled that. Or maybe you have to circle back around and follow up on something. Like there's some subscriptions that you have to cancel and then you have to cancel it again and you have to cancel it again. And you have to kind of keep fighting them to say, no, we're not going to keep paying this. Or another thing you could do is just cancel the credit card, right? Like then all that stops. That I think some of them we ended up doing that way. It was faster to just cancel the credit card than to try to go through and cancel the subscriptions. Um, so that's just kind of a little tidbit I have, that things that kind of get forgotten. Another thing is social media and how to handle social media. So for some people, having that person's account still active gives them a place to post things and share, part of their day with that person, and it makes them feel good. Now, maybe another person might look at that and be like, that's really bothersome when I see like them come up tagged in a post, and it's a trigger for me. And so I would say for that, there's no right or wrong way to handle it. I think the best way to handle it is to just have compassion for somebody else and say, hey, like it really helps me to keep posting. If you guys don't want to see this, please unfriend them and then you won't see these posts anymore. But for me and for my mental health, like I want to keep posting on their page. It's really beneficial to me. Maybe doing it that way. Or I know for me, there was my mom's Facebook account is still active because, and we don't post on it, it's just there. Because my sister wants to go through and get off all the things when she was missing. People posted, and then after like we found out she had died, people posted a lot of kind things on her page. And so my sister wanted to go through and I don't like copy and paste it somehow or get a record of that. And it's just one of those things that hasn't been done yet. And I know it's been 5 years, 5.5 years almost, but it's just so low down the totem pole that we don't really think about it until her birthday's coming up here in April. And so then it'll show up like, wish Sonia Heinley a happy birthday. And like, so things like that. The first couple years were pretty upsetting. And then we got messages from people like one time somebody hacked her account and they're like, I'm getting friend requests from her. So obviously I know this isn't her. So just those things are to be mindful of and aware of. And again, I would say it's up to you. Sometimes we have family members that might just go in and just like do those things and take them down and be done with it, right? And we can find that that's upsetting as well. And so the biggest thing that I would have you guys think about or reflect on is what kind of feelings is bringing up, right? Like what kind of feelings is bringing up to have the account active still and to see reminders, or to have it taken down and not see those reminders. Like what feelings are coming up, and like write that down. Maybe once you are like, yeah, like my mom went and took down my dad's stuff, and like to me it was just another thing that made it final, right? Like really made it hit home that this is real. He's never going to post anything again. Maybe that's what's coming up for you. And so I would, with any of the feelings that are coming up, I would really just like first and foremost, like name those feelings. What are the feelings that are coming up? And how does that feel in your body? Like recognize that. And then from that, realize what do you want to do or not do from that, right? If the account's already taken down, maybe there's nothing you can do except accept be in control of like how I think then about the person who took that down, or how I want to show up on when they mention that again, right? Like those are the things that we can control. And if we're not aware of what feelings it's causing, then when those feelings do come up, we can just kind of spiral and we can act in ways that we don't mean to, or say things that we don't intend to. And so just again, being aware of the feelings that are coming up from that. And really, I always encourage people to journal things out because our brain does process things differently when we are able to write them down, journal them. And I would write down every single thought or feeling that you have about it, right? If you're angry about these things being taken down, or maybe they're up and maybe other people are posting on there and you're like, I wish they wouldn't post on there. Like I wish that they would respect our morning period, all of those things. And so again, there's not really a right or wrong way to handle the social media. And this is just something that's going to be more and more in the ongoing years. So my dad had no social media. He did not use a cell phone. Like he refused to learn how to do that. He had nothing. And then my mom had a Facebook account, and that was about it. And she did email. And so I even have some of her old emails, like, because I just haven't been able to bring myself to delete those. And, there's just about like Christmas gift ideas for the kids and things like that. Nothing important, but it just is one of those things that I have not been ready to do because it just feels so final. And so I know that about myself, and that's something that I haven't been willing to do. And I know I will eventually, but it's just not something that I want to do yet. Same with the phone number, her cell phone number, I still have saved in my phone, and we got rid of her phone plan right away. Because again, it's just a lot of fees on things that you don't think about until they're all adding up, and you're like, oh my gosh, we got to cancel some of these things. And so some of those, like even if you don't feel ready or not, like you cancel them because financially, like you can't sustain this forever. And so we canceled her cell phone plan. Um, Again, lost subscriptions to things, and it just every time we did that, it just felt like one more thing that was final, one more thing that she's never going to take care of again, one more thing that she's never going to get to do. So being aware of that and recognizing that, and then to also know that like that's not wrong to feel that way. That's not wrong that every time you're going through that, that is bringing up those feelings again. Because our brain can't tell the difference between something that happened in the past and something that's currently happening. And so when you're going through these things again, it really does feel like that person is dying all over again because your brain brings you back to that place. It feels very present and very now because it is, because you're thinking about it presently. So again, like I love the phrase, like nothing has gone wrong, because it hasn't. Like this is supposed to feel terrible. But what ways can you support yourself so it feels a little less terrible, feels a little bit easier, feels a little bit more loving to yourself, so you're not so up and down in your emotions, to take care of yourself and your needs. And if that means posting on social media about it, again, that's fine. I would just ask like what are you expecting from that? Because I have also seen where people post things and you want the encouragement, you want the reassurance, and maybe you don't get that. And so then you feel even worse. right? Like you're putting those expectations out there and it's not happening, and so then you feel even worse. So again, if you want to post things on your loved one's social media page, by all means do that, but have as few expectations as you can on others with that. Okay, people are going to say things, people are going to comment because it is out in the public. And so just knowing that again, we can't control how other people are going to show up. But if you're like, yeah, you know what, if I want to post this because it's really important to me, it really means a lot. It helps me feel better. It helps me know that I didn't forget that this is their birthday or that this is the anniversary of their death. Like I didn't forget about them. And so I'm going to post something. But then have very few little expectations or turn off the comments so people aren't going to say things that then have you feeling feelings that add on to the bad feelings. So I hope this made sense. I am sorry, my brain is very foggy from having a cold. And I hope everybody can hear me okay. My voice again is very raspy. So, um, but yeah, I do think that social media is something obviously that's not going away. And so again, even just asking yourself, like, how do I want to handle the social media? How do I want to do this? Do I want to talk with others about it? Do I just want to decide like what what feels right for me in this moment? And knowing that we can't control others. Other people might be upset if we take down the page. Other people might be upset if we keep the page up and post on it, right? Like there's no win in that scenario. And so really deciding what is best for you and what's helpful for you. Um, but also being mindful of others, right? Like we don't want to ever, especially if we have immediate family going through the same thing, like we don't want to just get in our own head spiraling of like, well, they're going to do this and this and this, so I'm just going to do this, right? Like that is what I hope does not happen for you guys. That is why I have this podcast is to kind of help you guys walk through this so you can see there's all sorts of viewpoints on the same issue. So just being mindful of that and but again, really asking yourself some questions about it before you decide anything, I think can be very helpful. So I am praying for you guys and again, um I have not been feeling good this week, so I'm still working on my new website, CatholicGriefCoach.com, and I'm hoping that'll be up very, very soon. So I'm praying for you guys and have a blessed week.